What's up, everybody? It's the Nard Tapes Network. Funkle Fitness in the house. Who's watching out there? Who's live? We got some people joining on Periscope. We got it on YouTube, Twitch. That's what's going on. It's the motherfucking Funkle Fitness Show. If you go to nardtapes.com/GTG, then you know where to go. That's where you get some merchandise. We got the new pins. We got the new sticker sheets. We got desk stock passes. Legalize this shirts. All of our single color shirts are just $10 right now. You can get the Funkle Tarot card shirt for for $10. You can get the White Fang Simple Fang Bell shirt for just $10. You can get the Memories Classic Cupid shirt for just $10. You can get the New Narflower shirt simple for just $10, I think. All the single press shirts are just $10, and premium shirts are not that much more expensive than that. This is Funkle Fitness. You go to nardtapes.com/GTG. That's where you put in your sales and donations. I'm gonna put my little live stream right here. Yo, it's Funkle Fitness, baby. Go to nardtapes.com/GTG. Who's out there? Who's in the chats? I'm not seeing anyone chatting. That's some bullshit. I want to get pumped today because it's Funkle Fitness, and this is the show where I get pumped up, and you guys watch and laugh at me or whatever reason you have to watch the show. We have a special new time today because I felt like pushing it a little later since this show is clashes with last night's Wednesday night show. That was a great show. If you guys were watching that, Nard Tapes Night Live last night was really fun. And so yeah, I pushed this show a little later to make it easier to deal with because it's hard for me to sleep sometimes after that show. Next week we're going to push this show into Saturdays because I think Saturday morning is a little bit easier for people to tune in than Thursday morning, and push the viewership up a little bit and keep on pushing. And then we've been discussing. Maybe if we do a show on Saturday, then we could put another show on Thursday. A educational show is what me and our friend were just talking about. Show about gear and like music theory and like lessons, guitar, and like we could just do like a special like tutorial show, Nartuts. And then we'd have a show every day of the week on the Nartuts Network. I don't know. We'll see how it's going. How are you guys doing? I made a mistake and did not restart my computer and reinstall my sound card drivers after launching Pro Tools today. And when I do that, any other things like iTunes and OBS that use the audio card driver make these clicks. Are you guys hearing any clicks right now? I had to stop using iTunes. I was going to play some new music. That's the only reason why I opened Pro Tools in the first place. But it does these really annoying clicks, so I fucked that up. Who's out there watching? Are you guys watching? I'm not seeing any chats. I'm going to get started now, though. Let's see. I see 6 watching now, 3 likes. Where's these chats? Hell yeah. All right. Time to warm up. I'll grab my water and my coffee. Ouch, it says Funkle speaker fix inspired me to fix my Roland SP606. That's what's up. Although my I now need to order new capacitors again because I blew one of my new capacitors while I was fixing it, and then I replaced it with one of the old capacitors that was like just loose, and then that was working, and then at the end of my session yesterday with Colleen, it started making noise again. So I just can't win with these speakers, it seems like, and I just want my studio to work. I just want to work on music, but it's you can't always get what you want. So we got new enamel pins, desk stock passes, stickers. We got all sorts of fun new merchandise, and I think it's worth your time to go check it out. Go to nardtapes.com/GTG. Put in a sale for me, please. This show barely makes any money. It's sad. I put episode 7 in the title. I don't think I'm right, though. I'm going to have to change the title after the fact. What's up to whoever just joined on Periscope? Carl C. Marketing. We barely get any viewers on Periscope and barely any viewers on Twitch, but we simulcast to those as well as YouTube, although I'm thinking about rebranding the thing so that we push all the traffic to nardtapes.com/GTG and then that's grabbing stuff from the YouTube, and then we're going to embed the video and the chat bar, and the chat bar will be embedded right on top of the video so that the chats will be in the video, and you'll be chatting right on top of what you're watching with like a full screen thing, right? And then there'll be clickable stuff on the video. So like if it's like buy this new thing or whatever, or buy us a shot, you can just click right there, and then a one-page checkout will come up over the video, and you'll do it, and then it'll be boom, and then it'll have like notifications when we get sales and shit. And that way we can push all the traffic right to nartapes.com/GTG. The only thing is that I would have to figure out how to work the PHP code so that the metadata from the page would put like Twitter cards and Facebook cards and stuff correctly, and it would show the video and not just like something dumb. Because if you share nartapes.com/GTG on Twitter or Facebook right now, like the meta information is all fucked because I kind of have some monkey code on the Nartapes website, and it just shows like the Bandcamp logo or something. It's stupid. I'm 3 boards deep. I love rolling, but damn, everything is over-engineered. Yeah, that's Japanese electronics for you. They really push it to the limit. But that's a good thing, right? Ouch's Von Doom in the chat. Who else is out there watching? Don't forget to hit that like button, share, subscribe, share that link. It's time to get going. It's Funkle Fitness. Let's do our warm-ups. It's pretty easy to get warmed up. You gotta just shake. I love when I'm warming up, just shake it all out, because I get a lot of tension in my body, and I try to get my chi flowing right, but I get a lot of tension in my body from anxiety and frustration and stress, and sometimes you gotta just shake it out, get that blood flowing. It helps to make funny noises. Shake, shake, shake. Ooh, my hands are like, I carry a lot of tension in my hands and stress in my hands. My hands are very important to me. I burnt myself the other day. Fixing the speaker. Whew. Oh, we got 3 watching on Periscope. Look at that. Shake it out. 4 watching on Periscope. What's up on Periscope? Let's see those chats. You can talk shit to me all you want. I can take it. Let's see those chats on the YouTube too. I don't want to see you guys just a silent white live chat. I want to see y'all saying, "What's up, Funkle? Get it, Funkle. You're a champion, Funkle. Funkle Fitness is my favorite. Oh, I just bought a pin." Shit like that. Go to nartapes.com/GTG. Put in your sales. You can get the $20 Believer Pack it's like kind of like a gift card for future stuff. Yeah, boy. Oh, and the NAR Believer Pack is kind of like a $20 purchase with free shipping if you know how to use it. You got to be strategic on the Nartapes website. Yeah. All right, so we shook it out. We're warming up. People on Periscope are leaving the stream, but that's okay. Oh, let's stretch it out. Yes. You guys like to stretch your shoulders out and your arms. Toby says, "This is my first time watching this show, and so far it's really terrific, I think." Hey, thanks, Toby. I don't think I've ever seen you in our Nartapes Network chats. Welcome to the Nartapes Network, buddy. If you don't know, Nartapes Network is the live streaming media network by Nartapes, which is a art and music collective originally from Portland, Oregon, currently based out of Los Angeles, California, where it's really expensive to live. And one of the things that we've done to supplement our income and to further connect ourselves with our wonderful fans is to start a live streaming media network where we stream almost every day, different fun stuff to connect and express with our fans. And it's a great way for us to communicate with our fans because they get to chat with us. Could you maybe do an introduction to Tai Chi? I could try that maybe next week because I don't really know Tai Chi. Toby Bryan, thank you. I don't know Tai Chi. I'm a little more like, I know it's like flow and like kind of like yoga, martial arts. And the whole thing about the Nartapes Network is that it's not like there's no corporate funding and there's no public funding, obviously. There's nothing like that. There's no private funding. It's all funded it's all crowdsourced by the Nartapes Donation Nation, which is what we call all of you out there who put in sales and chats and who like and subscribe to videos. You can go to nartapes.com/GTG and you put in donations and yeah. I'm originally from Medford, Oregon, if that's a thing. Yeah, that's a thing. I know Medford. That's cool. Oregon is cool. Oregon is where Intel and Nike are from. I posted that on Twitter yesterday. I'm from where Nike and Intel are from, and I got a bunch of comments that were like, "Oh, sweatshops? Oh, China?" I was like, "No, I didn't say where the merchandise gets manufactured. I said where the companies are from." And also, Intel does not have sweatshops. People compare some of their factory practices to sweatshops, but they are based in America, so they're not giving kids pennies an hour. They're paying people maybe too low for 60 hours of work a week or whatever. But lots of companies do that, and it's not excusable. But Intel is a very significant computer parts manufacturer, and I don't want to see people talking too much shit. And yes, Nike does outsource a lot of its factory work to children in Indonesia and stuff, and it's fucked. You don't want that. That's a bad thing. But they also pay those kids who work at Nike factories get paid as much as like some doctors in those countries. So it's like it's not really Nike's fault. Like if they went over there and were paying them good wages, that would be also fucked because it would fuck up their economy, and also it would be like, oh well, then why aren't you just fucking manufacturing your shit in America? Which is the real thing. Is like, why don't, if you're an American company making all this fucking money, why don't you just keep jobs in America? Shout out to Beaverton. Yep, that is where Intel and Nike are both located. The Adidas U.S. headquarters is in Portland because they probably were like, well, we have to be right next to Nike. But their world headquarters is in Paris. Adidas. Yeah, clothing companies. What's up, you guys? Who else is out there? We have Ouches and Toby in the chats, but I know we got more watchers than that. Oh, I'm just warming up. Oh, I'm kind of warming up slowly today, but it's important to warm up and stretch. I was just doing this stretch and it was kind of difficult. Ooh, because I'm tense. It's hard to. My bed is
tiny.
Bed is tiny and it's old. The springs are starting to like poke into my back.
Let's get you a new one.
Yeah, I'm ready to get a new mattress for sure. Maybe not a nice one, but.
All right, guys, I want to say hi real quick. Coming out the locker room. Funkle Fitness. This is my first time ever being on the show, or almost even being awake during the show. And if you guys support the Nartapes Nation and you order something today, I promise that I will put a surprise you will love in your package.
There you go.
Yes.
A loving surprise in your package from Ricky Gage, the president of Nartapes himself, the man with a plan. Looking pretty good for how much fun he had last night, don't you guys think? All right. It's Funkle Fitness, baby, on the Nartapes Network, and we're just wilding out, having a good old time. I've been working out a lot lately. I've been trying to be a healthy boy. I overeat. It's like one of my main health follies. Tried to go to Overeaters Anonymous once, but everyone there was like really like dangerously fat and judging me. Yeah, Ouch just says, Ricky surprisingly fresh this morning. Yeah, that's what I just said too. It's all about discipline, so I try not to eat. But last night I went and had a handful of Fritos when I couldn't sleep. Things like that I need to avoid. But I've been trying to work out because it makes me feel better. And like I said, I kind of have, running your own business and living in a warehouse can be a high-stress lifestyle in a few ways. And I have just like a high-stress personality because I get in my own head and I overthink things, and I'm like a perfectionist, and I am like a weird kind of entitled, bratty kid. So I get a lot of stress, and working out and putting my feet to that street and sweating, it really helps me sleep at night and deal with stress. And I think that's, like physical health is really just a conduit for good mental and spiritual health. And that's why we do this. That's what Funkle Fitness is all about. Because I'm not a fitness guru, and I'm not I don't run a multimedia company as like my main thing. My main thing is I'm a composer and a producer, a singer, songwriter. I play guitar. I'm a musician. And so this is all part of that whole thing. So if you dig that, I don't know if you guys are I take it for granted maybe or assume that most of the people who watch the Art Tapes Network are like into our music, but that is what we do. It's not just all about being dorky online. Yeah, so go to nartapes.com/GTG and put in a sale. Help us get some amps, pay our bill. Man, we got so many bills. The rent is supposed to be increased. I need to talk to the landlord about that because it's bullshit because our fucking roof is caving in. And yeah, it's all really expensive. We're paying back a loan to PayPal, so like 30% of all of our sales pretty much go to PayPal. Which reminds me, I don't know if you guys have business PayPals or if you need to have a business PayPal. But we were qualified for a pretty good loan. Not not the best in terms of interest, but also not that bad. It wasn't compound interest, just like one flat rate of interest, and it was like, yeah, it was like a little less than 10%. That's a lot, but it's not that bad. I listened to your albums. They are soup's dope. Oh, thanks, Toby. I appreciate that. Cool. That makes me feel happy. Yeah, my whole thing, Uncle Funkle is a weird thing. Okay, let's get the heart going. Fucking, I'm warming up. I love jumping jacks. You know why? Because it's not very high impact, but it is a compound workout. It means it works out several muscle groups in the body, including the heart. Yeah, my first record was called Rub Rub Relief. It was like a 15-minute cassette, and it was this thing that we were doing called the Good Guys Bad Band series that kind of didn't really come together, but it was a series of solo cassettes from White Fang. So each of the members of White Fang was doing a cassette for the Good Guys Bad Band series on Art Tapes, and that was in 2010. And that's when I decided, I didn't have a solo thing at the time. That's when I came up with the name Uncle Funkle. And all my friends really liked it, and so they started calling me Funkle, and it like stuck. Whew. And then after that, people were really into it, and they wanted more. So I wrote a few songs. One of them was called Picture of My Dick. And I was like, oh, what if this was the title track of my next record? And then I put a picture of my dick on the cover. And that was just like me being a dork, early 20s, like laughing around. But then everyone was like, oh, you should do it. And then I got really into it. Like artistically, I was like being like kind of like an art troll. Like, here's my dick. And like also it's like, because I was making the music all by myself in my room, like at night, like in the dark, and like it was like felt like a very like masturbatory practice to just like make all this music, and it was like kind of like a radio parodies. Oh, I'm gonna phone call. I don't know who that phone call was from, but. And then, oh yeah, you heard Picture of My Dick and Supernatural. So Picture of My Dick is another one of my radio parody albums, my second album. Although Rub Rub Relief is kind of rare. A lot of people think that's kind of like, it's like an EP, so like maybe Picture is my first album, I don't know. But then, after a while, hello, this is Chris. Hello? This is Chris. Wrong number? You missed a call from this number? I don't understand why that would have happened. I didn't call. I'm sorry about that. Bye-bye. Weird. That woman said that she was calling back my number, but I didn't call her. Someone's using my number on their weird proxy software. Anyway, I make lots of music, and now it's been a couple years or 1 year since Supernatural came out, a little more than 1 year, and several years since I started Supernatural. That album took a long time for me to finish. And I produce a lot of music, I compose a lot of stuff, and I have a lot of stuff that goes unfinished. It's kind of a slow process for me because I'm so pedantic. And like I said, I want everything to be perfect and just so, and so it takes me a long time to release music, um, which is no good in today's fast ADD lifestyle, but it is who I am. I'm working on a lot of different music, trying to run a company and stuff. So if you guys think my music is dope, why not go to nartapes.com/GTG? Any purchase you make from Nartapes, including White Fang, The Memories, The Stoners, Free Weed, Totally You, Jerry Rogers, all the shirts, anything you make. Song services are a big one. We do custom, made-to-order songs. It's a fantastic service that we do where you can tell us what kind of song you want, and we will record a song for you for just 250, 100 to 250 bucks, depending on who you want to do the song. And all that stuff helps a lot. The more money that we have, the more time that I have to make more music, and that's what this is all about. All right, so I just did some jumping jacks, some stretching. It's a fitness show, baby. Oh yeah, this stretch is good. You know what else working out is good for? It makes you horny and virile. You got that blood flowing. Makes you want to fuck. And, no one wants to be a sedentary blob. You want to, like, get your shit moving and have that vitality, that life, that energy flowing through you, that positive energy. If you block, because the thing is, there's, there's, negative energy is real, but, negative energy only can come in if there's a lack of positive energy. So if you have that positive energy rolling through you, the negative energy can't attach itself to anything. That's just simple physics, baby. Whew. All right, let's do some high knees. Oh. Get that heart pumping. We're jumping jacks. You gotta push yourself. Who's watching? Let's see some chats. Let's check this out. Is anyone watching? Well, doesn't seem like I thought maybe my later time slot would help more people watch and make maybe some more sales, but so far it's just about the same as my 9 a.m. time. And actually, there seems to be a little bit less chat activity than usual. All right, I'm gonna do some bicycle crunches. This is a fun workout. You just kind of like alternate your legs and you do crunches. Like you're riding a bike. It does your abs, your glutes, your hammies. And the sides of your abs. Toby, if you Funkle Fitness, watch all the Nartapes live shows, they fucking rock. Hell yeah, thanks, Ouches. I've seen a couple of them. I've been through the shop and stuff too. Hell yeah, Toby. Gotta have that donation nation out there. Ooh, alright, how about this? This is a fun workout where it's just kind of like planks for your legs. And it works out your abs. You just hold your legs a few inches above the ground. And then just breathe and let gravity do the work. Oh yeah, it's hard to get viewers during workout and school hours, or working in school hours. Yeah, it is, for sure. Daytime shows. Also, this show is a little the content isn't interesting to everyone. Yeah, I wonder if it's all people who don't have jobs watching. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe all people who are super badass, own their own Fortune 500 companies. Oh, it just says I have a job. Oh. This is part of my job right here. I'm self-employed. To think of all the money that we make, it just goes into our rent here in LA. We live in LA because it's the center of the entertainment industry. And you know, we've made lots of opportunities here, but it's a struggle just to keep up. We're really trying to hustle, and the Narcissist Network was one of the like creative things we came up with in order to hustle even harder in LA. But it's hard, man. Coming up with like thousands of dollars a month to fucking just pay for rent, and all that money, it's like, damn. If all that money that we spent on rent was just going into gear and yeah, gear. Self-employment is what's up. Yeah, I agree, Toby Bryan. I love being self-employed. Although it's funny, like when I like quit my every time I like quit a job, being like, oh, like I want to avoid this bullshit. Like we're doing being self-employed to like avoid a bunch of bullshit, and then it turns out that being self-employed is its own whole different fucking style of bullshit. Because no matter what, you got some agency or something breathing down your fucking neck, and it sucks. It's stressful. Toby says, "I love what you dudes are doing. I want to help, but I'm poor." Yeah, that's one of the things. Our whole brand. Like some people have these brands where they make like, you know, leather products for dogs, and they're like all $100 each, and they brand them towards people who have money. And our brand is kind of this like fun, laissez-faire, kind of sloppy thing. And I would say by and large, it appeals to people who are poor, and it's no good for us because it makes it hard to make the money. But there is a business model for that, like Walmart. It's like you got to do high volume, low cost, and so that's why we're doing the Nartapes Network, expanding the brand and reaching out to as many people as we possibly can. Because if we had 20 times as many people on the stream right now, then ostensibly we'd be making 20 times as much money. So we're trying to grow that brand, reach out to as many of us poor weirdos as we can, and maybe a few of the richer heads who want to shell out that dough. You know, have like a big TV show. You can definitely appeal to the lowest common denominator and make good money in the music and entertainment world. And that's what we're trying to do. And when our shit comes in, we won't forget about you guys. We know where we came from. We're down to earth, real people. That's the coolest thing about the Nartapes Network. So we're not trying to feed you any bullshit. Unlike AT&T, Monsanto, Viacom, Turner Broadcasting, all of that, all those media, Disney, all those media companies are trying to serve you some bullshit. Not Nartapes Network, man. We're keeping it 3 million. That's even more than 100. Oh, but it's the end of the month. It's coming around to that time where we have to give the landlord his money again. For June, man, can you imagine? We're getting almost halfway done with 2017. It's almost going to be officially summertime. And it's the end of spring 2017, which I thought meant that the new Not a Hero DLC for Resident Evil 7 Biohazard was going to be coming out. But no, they're pushing it back, and they didn't give us even a new release date at all, which is really sad. But they said it's because they were so proud of the game and everyone liked it so much that they wanted to make sure that it was up to standards. And of course, like I don't even know why they try to give games release dates ever. Because like when's the last time a game or a DLC fucking came out on time, you know? I mean, I'm sure it happens a lot, but like I feel like lately like all of the games get pushed back. Let's see who's watching. 5 watching, 2 people chatting. I guess 4 watching if you consider. Red Dead got pushed back. Yep, sure did. All right, I'll do some push-ups. How about some planks? Whoops. All right, I'll get this shit out of my way because I don't want to kick it over. Do you guys do a show where you have a famous guest? I guess Nartape's Nightlife, like, I don't know, we have famous friends, but they're always so busy. Hard to get them to agree to be on the show. My closest famous friend doesn't text me back anymore, so he's really busy, but I guess he doesn't love me. But he's making a movie. It's probably pretty nerve-wracking. Busy shit. Mountain climbers. I love this workout. I feel like this does my whole body. Ooh, I need to stretch my groin out though. I just felt that. Like, try to get view by the backpacking on other people's notoriety. Yeah, I love that idea. It works. And we've definitely thought of that, but it's very clever for sure. FIFO says, woo, yeah, hell yeah, new chatter, finally. Hi, FIFO. How's it going up there in Vancouver, BC? Are you at work? Oh, fuck yeah. Groin muscles are the most important muscles. They tell me they don't want me to pull my groin, but I was pulling my groin just last night. Just joking. Groin and penis are not the same thing. Oh, yes. Oh. All right, how about some burpees? Burpees are difficult. They'll work you out real fast, make you feel like you're gonna fall over. Okay. So it's like I think it's like this. So it's like this. Straight arm plank. Push up. Jump up. Jumping squat. And then you go back. Straight arm plank. Push up. Jumping squat. Just pushing it back. Oh no. Whew. Ah. Fiance's looking good. Hell yeah, thanks, dude. My butt itches. I don't want to itch my ass crack on the camera, but it itches. Oh, I'm gonna do some Russian twists. Oh, there, I can kind of itch it on the floor. There we go. All right, so Russian twist is hard for people like me who have bad balance, but you just kind of kick out your legs and turn. I guess this was developed in Russia. Although I feel like Russia claims a lot of things that they didn't actually develop, that they just kidnapped people who had developed them. So maybe this is the Turkish twist. Maybe this is the Georgian twist. I don't know. I don't know anything about Russia. Everything they say about Russia here in the United States is some fucking propaganda anyway. Oh. Woo! Oh, let's put in those sales and donations, you guys. Oh, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share the link. That's what we're doing here. Oh boy, I need to drink some water. Don't forget to stay hydrated even when you're working out, you guys. It's critically important. Oh, fuck yeah. Water, man. Who was I talking to? Oh yeah, Patty was like talking about like in elementary school, like she knew this like weird, like creepy family, and like she was like, the mom was like, they don't drink water unless there's sugar in it, and so she was always putting sugar in her kids' water, and it's like, it's fucked up, yeah. It's like, bitch, tell your kids to fucking drink water, and don't just like, well, that's just the way they are. Like, don't entertain that quirk. Oh. Let's do some straight arm crunches. These are hard. Basically a crunch with your arms straight back. And you don't want to use your arms to propel you forward because that's not working out your abs the right way. You don't want to cheat this one. And it's hard. I can actually already feel my abs being like, no. So just like, sit up. Oh. Helps to make noises. Oh fuck, doesn't help that much to make noises. Oh, see, I just cheated a little bit. I used my arms to propel me forward. It's no good. That's not what you want to do, Donation Nation. Funkle Fitness is the record-holding zero show. It is actually maybe the only show that makes zero, and we've done zero. This will be the third time, unless someone goes to nartapes.com/GTG and puts in a sale or donation. And actually, I think that the other sales have always been Pat Mack, and he hasn't showed up for the last couple episodes. So there you go. People don't want Funkle to be hot. Our producer Bobby Harlow is like obsessed with the idea of me staying fat. Or a producer that we have worked with. I love Bobby. He's a genius, but he's like always like, Funkle, you can't lose any weight. Like for some reason, like the whole me having shove going on and being like a goofy fat guy is like a big part of how he views White Fang and the Nartapes thing. I don't understand it really, especially when you like look at like literally every band popping off and how like none of them are ever fat. And usually that's the type of thing he pays attention to. But he, you know, he's like, but I'm sick of that shit. And it's like, well, maybe you are, but I'm trying to look like Usher, baby. Yeah! Does that make you Usher, baby? Yeah! Oh, bicycle crunch is faster. Alright, let's do a bridge. I need to stretch my back. Who's out there? Who's chatting? I'm not seeing any chats. It's been a while since chat. Oh, stretch out that back, those arms. careful doing this. You don't want to fall on your head. Oh. Oh. Oh, we're having a low-key Funkle Fitness today. We're going to SF this weekend. We're going to have 2 shows in SF. Friday is From the Summer and Ganglions and someone else with the Memories. And then Saturday is White Fang. So it's a nasty night. It's like a Nartapes weekender, as they like to say in the UK and Europe. And I like that, a weekender. Weekender, mate. And, yeah, so, and then Saturday is White Fang with No Parents and some other heavier rock sort of band. Which reminds me, I need to play the bass. I need to practice. That'll be our new Thursday show. If we decide to do it as our, like, practice and gear show. We talk about how to get those, like, we'll be like, okay, this is the free weed setup with the cube amp. How you get those free weed vocals, and then we'll be like, okay, this is the Memories a single player game vocal setup. Here's your signal path, your signal chain. I'll be like, okay, have a benign day, Uncle Funkle. Thanks, Toby. I appreciate that. Even though you got autocorrected on Uncle. What do you guys think? Would it make more sense if Uncle was not spelled with a K the way I do it? Because then it would be the actual word Uncle. I like Uncle Funkle with a K because it's like got that hypnotic repetition. Yeah, what was I saying? Some bullshit. Oh yeah, about our Enzo says good morning. Hey Enzo, how are you doing? Almost noon. What do you got going on today, Enzo? You tuning in to have a little morning workout? Uncle Funkle. Enzo is a great member of the Donation Nation. He's always tuning in. He's lighting up those chats with his presence, having a good time. You don't have to be putting in lots of donations in order to be a great member of the Donation Nation, because you can be a Donation Nation ambassador and not actually put in any donations. You're just sharing that link, hitting that like button whenever you can, subscribing to the channels, telling your friends, and you know, lighten up those chats. We got to see you out there. That's how we know. That's like people are like afraid to look stupid, but it makes us feel a lot better when people are out there. Like it shows. Like I feel like if it's not like 100% certain that something is cool, people will not act like it's cool, and they'll just stand there and like look dumb. But like if you're going ham and you're that fan who like loves us and you're like going yeah and you're screaming, like other people in the audience might think that you look dumb and they might be like in their head like laughing at you. But to us on stage, I think you're fucking cool. I'm about to go to the park to eat some food, smiley face. What about you, Funkle? What do you got going on today? And then Kimmy says, yo, hey, Kimmy. Oh, yeah, with the new avatar. I see that now. What am I doing today? It's Thursday. I need to order capacitors again. Or maybe I can go to an electronics store and get some capacitors. I wanted to work on my Funkle Fitness theme song so that we can have that done for the Nartapes Network, Uncle Funkle Nartapes Network theme song tape. Kimmy says, I'm tired and hungry as fuck. Have some oatmeal. Oatmeal is high in carbohydrates, so that'll help give you energy and satiate your hunger. And if you crack an egg in your oatmeal, it'll provide you some protein too, so that you won't get, it'll satiate your hunger even more, and you won't get those carbohydrate re-hungries, is what I like to call them, where you eat some carbs, and then moments later it's like, oh, I need more because of the way my hunger works. Like snacking is a lot like that. Snacking is always high in sodium and carbohydrates because they make you want more carbs. What else am I doing today? I feel like I am forgetting something. It's Thursday. I want to practice. Maybe that would be a fun thing to do. I was going to have a session with Colleen again today, but my speaker is broken, and then she was like, oh, I probably couldn't have even made it anyway, so I should have just not said anything and let her be the flake. Agreed. A good morning with a good oatmeal. Yeah, I haven't had my oatmeal yet, but that is what I eat every morning. and I'm gonna have it after the show. Even though I should have had it before the show because then I'd be doing more actual working out. Because it'd be giving you more energy. Which reminds me, I should get into some squats. I like doing the squats. And I'll think more about what I'm doing today because I'm forgetting. I got a lot of stuff. Like I have this. Oh, I have to like file our taxes, our sales taxes. There's like a lot of. I have a lot of things on my docket. I'm working on I'm working on a music video for School by White Fang. I have a new project for the Nartapes website. I can always work on content for the Nartapes network. I'm doing Funkle Fitness, but I should probably do like a more thorough workout that's not a talk show later. Oh, whoo! Oh, some lunges. Oh. There might be some sort of shows or something going on tonight. Thursday is a good night in LA. What do you got going on, Kimmy? Got any Thursday plans after you eat your oatmeal? We got people joining on the Periscope. Periscope, I don't think, is really a perfect platform for this kind of thing. I think people on Periscope like more the like selfie dude, like holding. Our friend Brody Stevens is the #1 Periscope. His Periscope has the highest viewership of anyone in the world. He's a good man. Seems like he's got some emotional problems, but he's a comedian. Like, literally every good comedian has serious issues with depression. It sucks. Our good friend Jimmy always wants to be a stand-up comedian. Oh, that reminds me, I had a dream last night that we were like kicking it with Tim Heidecker, and he was like so into us, and we were like joking and like having a good time with him. We've kicked it with Tim Heidecker a couple times, but never in such a way that makes me feel like he's like opening up to us. I'm like our homie. I have that dream a lot, not specifically Tim Heidecker, but like where I'm like kicking it with some celebrity and he like thinks I'm cool. What is that? Like some sort of like me wanting like acceptance from cool people, like narcissism. I'm like, wow, I had this dream that I was hanging out with Arnold Schwarzenegger and he was so nice. The makeup artist on the short film that me and Jimmy were a part of on Sunday, she worked with Arnold Schwarzenegger for, I think, Funny or Die or something like that. And she said he was really, really nice. And that they did the shoot at a Gold's Gym, and the way she explained it was she was like, all the big fake boobs, fake lips women at the gym were like he still got it. They still love him. They're like, oh, Arnold. I mean, I think even like if you're a superstar, even when you're old and saggy, that you're gonna get a lot of attention like that. Where y'all at? Where's the chats? No sales, no chats. I'm gonna keep going until noon. Maybe I should develop some sort of platform for this show where you have to pay me to work out. I don't know. That's not what this show's about. It's just I wanted to have a a solo show, I guess, and talking to people. And it seemed like fun. When I developed the show, I was like, oh yeah, I was like trying to work out, and I thought it'd be funny to like watch me kind of like struggle to work out in the beginning stages of my new workout regimen. And it is kind of funny, right? What do you guys think? You guys digging this show? Who's out there on Periscope? You wanna give me some chats? Hit that heart button. We got the new pins, man. Boom. You gotta check out the new pins. It says 6 watching now, So that's a lot of people that could be putting in chats. I got a spam message from the Studio G website message thing. We have a recording studio here. If you guys want to come hang out with the Nar Boys and record your band's demo that you're gonna shop around to all the big labels here in Hollywood. You got the Warner Music Group, EMG, Capitol Records, all that shit out here. And you're gonna need a nice Nar Studio G demo in order to shop it around to all those A&R execs out there. Come, give us a call. Go to studionar.com. You can check out some of our portfolio, some previously recorded works. We've had Calling Green, the Gooch Palms, the Regrets. Actually, they were back when they were called Pretty Little Demons. It was a different band, but the main songwriter from the Regrets, her old band, came in here and recorded a couple years ago, and she's popping off. As a matter of fact, the demos that like I just said, man, the demos that she recorded here, and then some demos that she recorded with Kate Bush, got her signed to Warner Music Group, the biggest music publisher in the world. And that's Atlantic, Elektra, Rhino, fucking, and I'm not an industry expert, so I don't know all of them, but there's some big labels that are under the Warner Music Group. Sire Records, of course, I would know that. Underneath the Warner Music Group insignia, and Warner Brothers, WB, man, they own all the DC movie rights. Animaniacs. Me and Ricky were driving through Burbank the other day, and we drove past Warner Brothers, and I was like, look, there's the water tower, the Animaniacs. He was like, oh, they're in there. I was like, yeah. Wacko, Yakko, and Dot. Oh. Been a while since anyone's chatted. Kind of feeling like a fool up here. Let's get those chats going. If you're watching and you haven't chatted, just say, shut up, fuckface, I won't chat if I won't want to. And that is even better than just nothing. Nothing makes me feel like a damn fool. Yeah, and I got spam for the Studio G website. Don't like it. But I can't blame people for hustling. They're trying to hustle their fucking shit. They're like, oh, I want to comment on how nice your website looks, and we're a marketing company, so hit us up to discuss your marketing needs. Like, okay, you're trying to land some clients. I feel you. I feel you, bro. I'm not gonna email you back and be like, fuck off. I also make websites. If I had $1 for every time someone reached out to me, and was like, oh, you make websites, let's do this, and we discuss the rates, we discuss what they want, and they're ready to go, and then they ghost me, I would have like $30. Yeah, hit me up if you really want a website, and even if you want to just lead me on. People do that to me all the time, and it's cool. It makes me feel good, even just for people to have some amount of interest. I'll give you fair rates. I mean, I'm not the best front end developer in the world. If you're trying to make the new Emmy's website, maybe you should go to a little bit of more expensive. But I'll make straight up. I'll do a custom WordPress for you if you're a musician or an actor, or just an artist, and it's just a few pages with a blog that you want to be able to update. I'll do that for $150. So that's a pretty good deal. That's a custom WordPress from the ground up for most when I do a custom WordPress for with like an e-commerce platform for like a fashion website or something, that usually costs $2,000. But I'll do your simple ass. You're like, and like it won't. I can do. It'll be fully mobile responsive. It'll work great on all devices, and we can even talk about an e-commerce solution for a little bit extra money. You a WordPress or a Squarespace kind of guy? Definitely. I'm definitely do WordPress over Squarespace because WordPress is open source and you can install it. You can host it. It's like a self-hosted platform. Squarespace is not like that, and it's very limiting, and you can't really get into the source code. But WordPress, like the Nartape's website, for example, is a fully custom WordPress and WooCommerce theme. It's not. I didn't get some theme and then change the CSS. I wrote the theme from square one using the WordPress platform. So I didn't write all the back end because a lot of that is the WordPress back end. But I wrote the entire custom theme that plugs into the WordPress. And I know Shopify, I know PHP, I know CSS, so front end shit like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, I know that shit like the back of my hand. I know PHP pretty well. I know Ruby, Python. We can talk. So if you need anything developed, hit me up. I'm trying to make some fucking money. Trying to get that money up. I want new gear. I want everything to be comfortable over here. I want to cover the bills. Trying to hustle that cash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Speaking of that, we have like 3 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody buys a pin in these last 3 minutes, I'll give them buy one get one free pins.
Hell yeah! If you buy a pin, because we had like 2 left at the end of the show last night, so it's like revival.
Yeah. So let's see somebody break the spell of Funkle's Funkle Fitness 0.
Yeah, this will be the second one I think in a row.
Of 0.
And the third one ever.
We did 0 on Doodle down the other, was it Doodle or Paranormal? We did 0 on Paranormal the other day.
Oh, okay. So I was wrong when I said.
No, that was the first. But it was also I did not promote that one very well.
Yeah.
But now I think the Funkle Fitness is a little later.
I think Saturday will make a big difference.
I agree as well
because it's a weekday. A weekday thing is weird.
I think also people will have a weird, bizarre pleasure of being hungover watching you work out.
Yeah.
I've been.
Yeah.
So, yeah, guys. The last few minutes here. If somebody gets a pin, I'll give you buy one get one free. And I said that I would throw something special in there, and I will because I have some weird enamel pins from around the world that I will also give you one of those inside your package as well for free. So you'll get, if you buy a pin right now, you'll get 3 pins. That's what I'm saying.
That's tight. That's a good deal. Maybe I should do a coding show. I had this idea for an art project once called where it was 1 hour websites, and the very first 1 hour website I was going to make was going to be it was going to read from a PHP file that would just grab links to all the other 1 hour websites, and then what I would do is just like fucking jam for an hour on some HTML, CSS, and JavaScript on a document, and make sites in an hour. And I love to code. Here's the thing, coding is really overwhelming, and like it's been one of my favorite things to do since I was little because I love when it works, and it just like when I even something simple like some simple JavaScript thing that I'm like, oh, I want this to check to see if the width is higher, like check the aspect ratio of an image and like change the size based on that. And like sometimes JavaScript can be confusing. You'll fuck up like a semicolon or something and it won't work, and you have to like check for errors, debug, and all that stuff. But when it works, it just feels so good. But now like all these little kids are like born with computers in their fucking hands, and they're like staying caught up is really hard. And so like I kind of had this moment a couple years ago where I was like, man, I don't want to do this professionally. Like it's just overwhelming. Like I'd rather just do it as a hobby. But I do really love it. And when it works, it's great. When it doesn't work, it's a very cruel mistress. It's like music in that way. Like when I'm working on a code and it's just not coming together the way I want, and what I'm trying to do isn't working, it can really get me down. I don't know what the point of what I was saying is. Oh yeah, I was just saying like I want to be better, and it's something I need to practice. Like this, all this stuff I want to practice. Like now I'm working out. I sing, and so like I do my warm ups and I practice that. I need to practice the bass more. Practicing as a band is really important to me, and like all these things I want to do, but there's just not enough time in the day. You know, how can you be a master musician and a master computer programmer and um, a spiritual guru and all that stuff? It's hard. But that's what we're living for. You got to push yourself to be what you want to be. You don't want to just sit around and waste your life because you only get one life, and every moment that you spend, it doesn't come back. Time is a non-renewable resource, and so once it's gone for good. And that's what I want to leave you guys with, imparting on you as we end this special edition of Funkle Fitness. Is that you guys just like make sure to spend your time the way that you want, and really like check in with your goals and your desires and what you want from your life, because you're not getting it back. You're not gonna like someday you could wake up and be like, wow, I've spent my whole life doing some shit that I didn't want to do, and that could happen to anyone, even someone who spends a lot of time checking in with what they want and what they like and all that stuff. But I think you're much better off if you check back in with that frequently, because like I said, it's not coming back. So make sure you know what you want to be your reality, what you take for granted as reality, and who you want to be working with, who you want around you. Surround yourself with the people you love, and make the choices that lead to what you want from your life. And that's it. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for tuning in for Funkle Fitness. It's too bad no one made any sales. My show is pretty bad for that, I guess. But what can you do? We made a sale?
Yeah.
What?
TJ.
TJ? Oh no, that.
Earlier, huh?
Yeah, that was way earlier.
I just dropped the notification right now.
Well, unless he made another one, I'll check. Getting my hopes up over there, Isaac.
I just got it. It's the Apple. Not me.